What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Welcome to this, the Lamborghini SC20. This is a car that you'll never see in real life, I guarantee you, because it's a one-off car. They only made one of these. I don't know who bought it. I didn't actually look it up to see who actually ended up buying this thing, but someone probably owns this thing, and it's probably sitting in their penthouse in Dubai somewhere. Collecting dust, and that's pretty much it. I don't think anybody will be able to even see this car ever, or maybe this is just like a little experiment that Lamborghini did, and it's probably just still chilling at Lamborghini. I don't know, but this apparently had a price tag of about $5 million, so this is a car that I'm guaranteeing you'll probably never see anywhere out and about. But this is a car also that you probably didn't know existed. I didn't know existed anyway until they added it into this game. But it's kind of like a Lamborghini Sion, but it's and like a Veneno and an Aventador, just like dialed up to 50 and then on crack, pretty much. So that's exactly what this car is. In terms of performance, it doesn't seem that, you know, crazy or anything like that. Still sounds the same as like the Aventador. Apparently, it's only been tested to about 270 kilometers an hour. Obviously, it'll be able to do a little bit more than that. I don't know how aerodynamic this is, so it's probably not going to be as quick as like an Aventador or something like that, but the open top is kind of cool though on it. No windshield either, so it's a good thing I'm wearing a helmet. I feel like this could be kind of fun to do some stuff with it, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about driving this thing. I feel like grip-wise it's actually not bad at all. It takes corners pretty nicely. Yeah, it's not a terrible car. It's not a terrible car at all if you want to like just enjoy driving it completely stock. But obviously in this video we're gonna go do some stuff to this thing, change some parts and upgrade it and see what we can get it to actually do, because that's what we're here for with this video. So let's have a quick old look and see what's available for it. So I'm gonna guess it's gonna be very similar to like the Aventador, so I'm probably gonna say it's gonna make around 1500 horsepower or something like that once it's fully built. Aero, yeah, I was gonna say surely you can't get rid of that rear wing. The front splitter is actually quite nice on this guy. It's nice and angular. Look at that, it actually matches the rest of the car. It's not like just a disgusting splitter that they decide to add into the game. It is actually something that matches with the front end. Weird. How crazy. I love how I was surprised with that. We have the Racing V12 to engine swap, which I'm not going to do. This is already all-wheel drive as standard, which I'm going to leave it as all-wheel drive. It actually is really well balanced. It's a little bit more rear heavy, as you can see, but it feels really nice to drive, so I'm going to keep it like that. Twin turboing this thing, because why would you not? You know, why would you not slap as much power as you possibly can into this thing? We'll see what it's capable of. Handling will bring that up to 7.8. If I do that, 7.9 here. I don't really want to change the wheels either. The multi-piece wheels, they just look pretty ridiculous on this thing. Race transmission, of course, and then pretty much just race everything else. We'll adjust everything afterwards. Anyway, we can put race suspension on it as well. We can also put drift suspension if I really wanted to. I'm gonna put race suspension because, again, it's a street car. I want to try it as a street car. This jumps up into X-Class though, which is pretty cool. Okay, that doesn't seem too bad. Acceleration, launch, and braking is maxed out. That's very good. Handling at 8.4, very good as well. So this should be fun to drive in X-Class. But I don't know if this is going to be like incredibly powerful or anything, or not powerful, incredibly like fast on any track or anything like that, but I feel like it's definitely going to be fun to drive at the very least. What did I say? About 1500 horsepower, 1600 horsepower? I mean, power to torque to weight is just... it's just mental on this thing. It's a 7-liter V12 now, twin turbo V12. I wish you could have like a Gintani style exhaust on this thing. How sick would that be? Is it Gintani or Gintani? I'm pretty sure it's like Gintani. But I can just imagine having one of those exhausts in this game. Oh, please. Please, Forza. Work together with exhaust manufacturers and then try to match the sound of their cars. Here's an idea. Here's an idea I'm going to throw out. I don't even care if you credit me for this idea or anything. Just slap it in the game. In future Forza titles, when you get to the option to change your exhaust, I know you can't do it on this guy, but when you get to the option to change your exhaust, have it so you have different options. Like, yes, they're all going to be like race exhaust, but have different options, and then work with manufacturers where not only does it change the exhaust tips as well on the back, you can change the design, so it changes the exhaust tip on the back of the car. Not only that, but you can try and replicate their sound. How cool would that be? Try and make that happen if you can. If anybody's actually watching this video, send it to them. Let them know to try and do this in future Forza titles, because I feel like that's going to be such a cool idea to have available for cars in this game. Because the race exhaust actually does change the sound of the cars in this game. Of course it does, but it's not like it's that extreme. Like, it doesn't change that much. And not only that, we only have one option to change the sound, right? Like, we literally have whatever option they decide to give us, that's it. What I want is, I want them to have multiple options for the race exhaust or sports exhaust or whatever you want to call it when you're putting it in the game, and have it be like manufacturer exhaust. Like for BMW, for example, because I know a bunch of BMW exhaust manufacturers, have it so we can have FI, have it so we can have, you know, like Miltech, have it so we can have whatever, Krapovich or Army Tricks, all of that. Just imagine having the option to change our exhaust sounds with each brand. How cool would that be? Plus you work together, plus people obviously know the brand already, so I feel like it'll be a good addition to the game. Anyway, let's move on from that, my little rant, and try and see what this thing drives like. Alright, let's have a quick look. Okay, already. That acceleration is pretty damn good. Oh my god. Whoa, 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 whoa. It gets up to speed so quickly. I need to change my ARBs with this thing. I haven't really changed much of my setup. I just kind of, I'm riding on the race setup. A little bit of understeer as well. The way it's expected. I mean, brakes are good. Yeah, I wouldn't say they're 10 though. Oh my god. Like, I'm barely accelerating with this thing and it spins out. Or it pushes itself out. It's a pretty ridiculous car. Yeah, handling wise it's okay. I even added more downforce as well just to see what it'd be like, but yeah, it's not like a race car spec. We've had some of the other cars in this game. I checked out from the new car pack, like the race car versions of the Lamborghinis, and they're very, very, very mad. This thing just isn't one of them. This thing just isn't one of them. I wonder what it'd be like for like drag racing or something. I don't know, see about... I feel like aero could be kind of good with this guy. Acceleration doesn't even seem too bad. I need to build this thing though for drag racing. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try build it for drag racing. I want to see what it's like to shoot off the line, because it seems like initial launch and acceleration, it does a really, really good job at it. So why not? Why not try it? Right then, let's try and see if it's capable of doing anything. I feel like as soon as it gets close to the higher speed, it starts to slow down. So when it gets past 200 miles an hour, it starts to slow down. So I think aero wise, I feel like it's a little wonky, but we'll see. Yeah, it's a little slow. 235. I'm pretty sure the Diablo GTR does like a 240 or something, like almost 250. 13.3 seconds, it's like 1.2 seconds slower. Yeah, it's a little bit slow. Maybe I can get it to launch a little better as well. I don't know. I need to mess with my gear ratios a little bit though. It's the tiniest bit better, but it's not that much better. It's not that much better. It still feels a little slow. Damn it, man! I thought this would be a little bit nicer to drive, a little bit quicker to accelerate. I mean, it has a lot of power. Yeah, I feel like the aero is just holding it back. Which is weird because this thing looks like this, but I don't know. Do I try manual with clutch maybe? That'll help a little bit. Get rid of that as well. Let's try manual with clutch on it and see if it's gonna do any sort of difference with it. Pretty quick shifts, but I don't know if it'll even matter. I think it's probably even slower than it was before. Was it 1.2 seconds slower than what his time was? It's pretty much identical. Pretty much identical. Yeah, so there's not much that I can really try and do here with this guy. What's it like now? I swear to God, if it's the exact same time again. It seems really close. Oh, a little bit slower. No. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's a cool car, but it's just more for looks than anything else. It's all about looks with this guy and not really all about performance. And I'm saying that on a car that has like 1500 horsepower, and it'll put any tires to shame. But yeah, it'll put any tire to shame. No problem. What about all-wheel drifting? Because this thing seems like it could do some serious damage. Oi! That actually seems alright. Yeah, maybe a bit of all-wheel drifting, maybe a bit of point drifting with it. There's no way I'm whipping a reverse entry. Oh, that's not bad. That's actually not too bad. Alright, all-wheel drifting, boys. All-wheel drifting time. Let's have a quick look and see what I can build this thing for. How am I going to build this thing for all-wheel drifting? Rear tires, going to get rid of those. 285s are fine on that. I just need this thing to grip up a little nicer. Should I keep the drag tires? I'm going to keep the drag tires on this thing. I'm going to keep everything else the exact same. However, the only thing I'm going to change is the drift suspension here. And I think for my transmission as well. I think my transmission is fine. I just need to like reset it. Diff is fine because I can just adjust that. Everything else is pretty much the same. I'm not going to change anything else on this thing. So it's pretty much going to be the same, except now it's going to have extra steering angle. That's literally it. That is literally it. I need to adjust my tune though, so one sec. Alright, I'm ready. Full drag tires, all-wheel drive, drift build. I'm ready to test it out. Oh my. Alright, that's the steering back on. That's the one thing I forgot. Yo, what? I think my gear ratios are really long. I need to change those. Okay, one second. Let me go back. Wait a second. This is actually quite decent. This is quite good. All right, one second. Let me change a couple settings again. What? What is with this car? It actually has so much grip. I didn't really know which gear to be in, to be honest with you, with this thing. I think third is probably the best gear. I think I'm good with it in low on the revs and high on the revs. Yo, this is so nice. What the hell? Oh, is that my first spin? No, we're whipping it in reverse though. It's my first spin out, I guess. Oh, that was bad. This was okay. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. I didn't have any momentum here, and then I kind of just floored it. What's it like? Yeah, I just didn't have momentum here. Usually, you're supposed to go a lot quicker into those corners, and then you're supposed to have momentum. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. That I could have gotten significantly more points here, but Yeah, I made my gear ratios shorter, but they're still really long, weirdly enough. So now it's like a mix of second and third. I need like gear 2.5 with this thing. Oh god. I'm gonna guess I'm like 50,000 points behind. Or sorry, not 50,000. Yeah, actually yeah. I'm around 50,000 points behind already. Which is very, very bad. In terms of if you're trying to get like records or anything like that. But I did make a ton of mistakes. I'm still learning to drive this thing, alright? Keep that in mind. Okay, careful now. Careful now. Yeah, I'm slowing down too much for some of these corners because I don't really know what gear to be in. Should have really adjusted my gears again. Like third is really, really good. Like it's a good long gear, but second just feels too short. So like third I can just use for the entirety of this section here, all of it. I should have already been at 900k here. Already. Here I should have been around 960, 970. Yeah, so you can see how far behind I really am. Oh my god! Okay, went off and gave it too much power. Yeah, you have to be a little bit more careful with the power of this thing because if you go too hard with it, you'll spin it out really easily. It can hold a lot of angle though, so yeah, pretty much exactly what I did there. But you'll never fully spin it out though. Like if you slow it down, like it'll end up slowing down a lot. Oh god, that was terrible. It'll end up slowing down a lot, and you just all you have to do is kind of just accelerate afterwards, and it seems like it does a really good job of that. I might make it so it feels like it understeers a little bit more, because right now it kind of oversteers and it pushes you out a little bit too much. Pushes the rear end out. So if I make this thing understeer a little bit more, it'll make it so it seems like you have a little bit more room for error, so you don't spin out. So I might try that, and then I'll try to do one more with it. 1.15. It's really not bad for the first attempt at it. Really, really not bad at all. Alright, one sec. Let me change a couple things on it and try to see if I can fix this. That was good. There you go. I used basically my car's momentum there that it was about to spin out, and I just kind of started accelerating, and it was nice. Yeah, there's some of the corners that you can actually send yourself like that hard into them, and you'll be able to get it because, like I said, the corners kind of go back onto themselves. But most of the time, for a lot of these ones, wow, the barriers just doesn't even slow this thing down at all. For the most time, and most of the corners, you're just not going to be able to do anything if the car is spinning out like that. So you just have to kind of be careful with that with this car. A lot of cars have different points where they spin out, or they get to a point where they're kind of like unsavable. This car is fairly deep though, which is why I thought of when I was sliding it around with the drag setup on it. You can go fairly deep until it starts to lose control, but yeah, there you go, 1188. But it's still you have to wait until like fully slows down before you can do anything. Yeah, it's an interesting car to slide if you're doing any sort of all-wheel drifting. I feel like it's a little bit of an interesting one. Yeah, it's a crazy looking thing. Like this thing's definitely more about looks than it is about functionality in this game, because again, you're not going to be able to use this thing to be any competitive on anything, but it doesn't even sound that great either, to be honest with you. Because you can't change the exhaust on it, so it pretty much just sounds like this. Which is a little unfortunate. I feel like you'd get this thing to scream, it'd be a little bit better. You know, big old V12 in it. Yeah, anyway. That's it from me. Thank you for watching today's video, everyone. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, then of course subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, and yeah, that's it from the SC20. basically a one-off Lamborghini that's just ridiculous looking. And it actually doesn't drive that terribly, but it's not really that competitive if you're building this thing for anything. Maybe it's good for off-roading. I don't know. I haven't tried it. If you guys have tried it for off-roading, maybe let me know. Or send me a tune of this thing over on my Discord, and I can probably try it then. But yeah, for now, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.